Now, I think you already put it in, didn't you?
I didn't. Well, I screwed it up. Guess what? We're live, Clive. We are live. We are now talking to an entire giant universe of dysfunctional hunters. And so let's introduce ourselves. I am, in fact, your host, Mark Goldberg, the dog trainer from Mark Logs Watches. And with me, my left hand, my right kidney, the frontal lobe of my brain, the left lobe of my liver, the one, the only, Clyde, the watch wrangler.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. I thought I was the. God damn it!
You thought you were the
Yes, I thought it was the goddamn it. The alpha and the omega and the goddamn it.
Well, you are the be all, the end all. I am your homo, your horological mother, and
yes, you are. Yeah.
Now, when I used to call you my horological daughter, you used to get upset, but
I accept it.
I feel like you're accepting the transition, and this is a new phase in your life.
Exactly.
So anyway, well, Logan Hall, hello. Thank you for joining us. A Shot in the Dark, also hello. Now, guys, if you are really annoyed by live streams, let me tell you what, so am I. The shenanigans in a live stream are nearly unbearable. This one does have a topic, and we're going to get to it. So if the introductory stuff annoys you, do me a favor and just, swipe ahead once this post up to YouTube. Swipe ahead 4 or 5 minutes. We should be well in our topic, the meat and potatoes at that point. And also throw a like on this video if you are in the live stream now, because it's impossible to get likes on live streams. I don't know why that is, but they're probably because they're extremely annoying. What do you say, Clyde?
Also, I think you should help with the dog food fund and PayPal now generously. It's for the puppies.
Are we trying to drain the pool of super chats for Archie? Is that what's going on here?
I've been advised by counsel not into that question.
Well, we're doing a matching fund. Anything that you put into the dog food fund with a super chat today, I will meet and match. Anyway, guys,
meet and match where? Wait, are you talking about the dog food fund?
Exactly.
Okay, good. Because I thought you were gonna. I was like, say, oh hell no. Okay.
What do you think, Clyde? Do you think that I should adopt another cat? Because when I used to bring Jupiter on, he was more popular than me. People super chatted just for Jupiter for the cat food fund.
Really? Why not?
Because they live like a cat. If I get a kitten at this point, it might outlive me.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but Satan's kitten would always be able to take care of it.
Well, that's a fair point. Although
you're far younger than you are.
I've been considering taking him with me. We'll see if he makes it.
Like Viking or a Pharaoh.
Exactly. Let's just say yes to that one. As an attorney, Clyde, in fact, as a criminal defense attorney, remember, never talk to the popo.
Right. Exactly.
You'd agree with that, wouldn't you? They are not your friend.
No, they're not their friends. They're not there to set you free.
Hey, I'm just here to give you a chance to tell your side of the story. What is that smoking gun in your hand? How do we respond to that one?
What Clyde? Smoking gun? What? That's not my gun. Hell, that ain't even my hand.
Well, how you feeling, Clyde? Are you feeling better since your recent hospitalization, your little health scare?
Well, like I said, I have got the negative results in. I've been told I don't need to get a second set.
So real quick, if I understand it correctly, you have been officially declared hemorrhoid free.
Yes, exactly. The trouble is, though, I still have, I still cannot really sit for extended periods. I feel like I'm fine and that everything is, You
can't sit for extended periods. Have you tried sitting on a donut or something else that will take away, pressure from the sensitive areas?
Well, I keep ordering Long Johns. Okay, that probably explains it.
Well, okay.
You'll have a Long John too, don't you?
If you're sitting on a Long John, Clyde, that could explain the pressure.
Big Long John.
That could explain the tenderness you're feeling. Okay, guys, the topic at hand is going to be the one that got away. This is a topic that Clyde and I have been thinking about for, like 3 or 4 minutes, right, Clyde?
Yes, you mean like Long John?
Yes, Long John. Okay, so Clyde, you're very naughty. We understand your joke. It's a good joke.
Thank
But,
you. I appreciate it.
So okay, but anyway,
I like to go. I like to go from pastries to pasties.
Can you spin yours in opposite directions? That's what I'd like to know.
No, I cannot do that.
I feel like if I eat any more Christmas,
Oh my god!
if I eat any more Christmas leftovers, I myself will be able to support a pair of pasties.
How about ham?
Well,
oh my god, there's just so much ham.
What the people in the room don't understand is that Clyde. I'm going to highlight a comment, but just for a moment here. with a long John, James, with a long John. Anyway, where were we? I got sidetracked there. Clyde, don't bang. What were we talking about, Clyde?
Long Johns.
Okay. Anyway, let's
Big Long John.
Let's introduce our topic now, which is the watch that got away. And now this could be a watch that you have sold that you regret selling. Jeff McMahon, I was the first guy I heard who used the term rebuy. And I have been subject to a variety of rebuys. So we'll include the rebuy in the one that got away. But the term that I've been hearing lately that I kind of like for that is the boomerang watch, because you throw it away and it comes back.
Yeah.
Anyway, the one that you sold that you regretted selling, whether you rebought it or you didn't, or the one that you bid on eBay and, you just chinced out on that last $50 and you didn't get it. And you're never going to see the like of it again. The one where the AD called you or they had something in the case, and you thought, let me go home and think about it, or let me talk to the wife, or, let me see if I've paid the mistress's rent yet this month. Do I have the spare funds? And then you ran back and it was gone. What? It's about regrets. Now, Long John's may be one of your regrets, Clyde. Although I'll tell you, let me explain to you what I've eaten today. Okay. So the morning started off with bagels and cream cheese because one of my gifts was bagels, cream cheese, and a bunch of Jew food. Before those of you object to that, that's what we in the Jewish community call our, that's what we call our ethnic food. A bunch of Jew food from a really good deli, but one that's very far from here. So, his relatives went up there and got all that stuff. So I had bagels and cream cheese. I had later in the day, I had pastrami. No, it was corned beef on crackers, Clyde. Yeah, it was really good. And then what else have I eaten today? I can't even remember it all. It was just like there's cookies, there's cakes.
Now let me ask real quick. Is it a deli setting or do you have to climb up inside of a train car?
No, it's an actual delicatessen. That's offensive, Clyde. Okay, well, look, you and I are going to get into the topic, but before that, let's look at some of what the punters have got to say. JT bought an LUC Chopard, a Luke Chopard. That's actually one of the few Chopards that I like, right?
Yeah.
but Luke or JT bought one from a jeweler who had no idea what it was until after he took it home. They still haven't gotten over it each time I walk in there. Well, I assume then you bought it used for a good price.
Yeah. Nice. Well, yeah. And I've always, that's the conventional wisdom I've always heard. Always Chopard. Luke Chopard is what I've always heard.
Those are not they make a very cool diver. I especially like the bezel on that. So well fisted JT.
See, I'm actually waiting for the Jean-Luc Picard, but unfortunately, it's going to be probably like 200 or 300 years, which sucks.
Well, maybe you can go back to the future. Just get yourself a DeLorean.
Fuck me though. Wouldn't that be awesome? If there's any way you could do that, wouldn't that be the Jean-Luc Picard? Holy crap! You
just need a DeLorean and a flux capacitor, and you can go back and get the Jean-Luc Picard. That would be, a good play on words. Craig Shit says the Hulk was the one that got away. Oh, you had one and sold it. Sold it back to David SW for $7,800 after buying it from him for $8,300. Holy cow! I would get hemorrhoids and run down the hospital hall in a towel, delirious to have it.
I will call you on that, Craig. Craig, is it just because it's appreciated in value? Is that it?
Well, it is a beautiful Clyde, we never appreciate the things that we have until we don't have it. And doesn't that even include, like blood oxygen levels, Clyde? Speaking from your
well, sometimes things just have to be done.
I
mean, looking back, crying isn't going to make a difference. And I think unless you're just literally on the complete bones of your ass,
in which case, just get a Long John. Remember, guys, you can super chat us Archie's money. You can do that. So the Hulk. Well, I feel like the Hulk is a little bit like the Batman. I had the Batman. I kept the Batman. I got the Batman for the same price, actually cheaper than what I think I got the Batman for $7,400 full set when nobody loved it. And so people were trading out of them real cheap under retail, and that's how I got mine. Now, I was lucky enough to hold on to mine until it was discontinued and well discontinued, and long enough for me to realize I'm never going to wear this thing. I'm trying to love it. I should love it. I can't love it. Why can't I love it? Let me try again, and I just couldn't. So I sold it. In fact, I sold it to David S.W., and I sold it for not quite, but nearly double what I paid for it, which was
David S.W.
That sounds very creepy when you say it, Clyde. I think he'll probably pay you to not say it.
David S.W.
Anyway, so yeah, the Hulk. I feel like the Hulk is going to be one that's going to be like a regret for a lot of people. And in fact, there was a brief moment in time the summer before it got discontinued when it dipped down. By that point, it was way over $8,300, but it had dipped down from like $16,000 to about $13,000. And I made a couple of videos that summer telling my people who were interested in it to buy it immediately because they'd never see it again that cheap. And holy cow, did I take a lot of abuse for those videos. But, 6 months later, it was like 18,000. So I was quite right. Valen Graymoon said it had to be Manny's Deli. I'll have to look on the label. It was up in Skokie, Valen. And, there's a lot of delis in Skokie, I'm assuming, anyway. Paul M. turned down a Hulk from the AD in 2010. I said, what do I want a green watch for? Yeah.
Yep. Okay, well... That's right.
Spit it out.
You must get every Rolex that you can as soon as it hits the AD. Instantly. Don't think about it. Yield. You must yield.
Well,
obey, motherfuckers. Obey.
But see, okay, Clyde, in Paul's defense, in 2010, you could walk into a dealer and buy like Steel Sports out of the case. It was in stock. They were easy to get. So we never imagined a moment when it's like throwing out food and then going hungry later. You think to yourself, why did I throw that out? It was only expired one day. Now I'm hungry.
Well, you don't throw out food out when it's expired one day. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe my analogy isn't perfect, but like,
how you check eggs, right?
Oh, you float them?
Yes. Well,
don't do that in the toilet.
Right.
What's the deal? If they float, they're good. If they sink, they're bad.
No. If they lie flat, they're good. If they're standing up like Weebles, then they're going bad. If they float, get rid of them. Don't make sure you don't crack them when you throw them away.
I have an egg farm. Like I could practically, if the distances weren't so long here, I could practically walk. But about 4 minutes driving from my house, I have a fresh egg farm. Okay, well, we're going to come right back up there to, to that comment. Let's see. Do me a favor. Also, send a link, Clyde, would you, to Alejandro, who I goofed up last time. Just thank you so much.
No. I sent you his email. Didn't I send you his email?
Yes, but I'm running a show here right now, and I never really actually looked at the email, so it's probably there, but I can't swear.
Is Alejandro there? And he's in the comments right now?
I don't know. I haven't seen him, so I don't think so. Toey Things. What a name. Look at that avatar. Who is that? Is that like Chunk from the movies?
No idea.
Who is that? Toey Things.
Hold on, Clyde. I think it's a nice, enjoyable avatar.
Come on, Clyde. I have to scream here. You ready? $10. You know, when it was for Archie, I'd only scream for 50, but this is mine. I bought the Daytona steel white dial 7 months ago from the AD. Steel white dial. Oh, so you got a Panda, right? It's a Panda. And it sat in my safe for 3 months. And I sold it right when the pandemic began in panic mode. Oh, and I sold it for $16K. I regret it big time. Toey things. You would regret that. I don't think you can buy one any cheaper right now in the aftermarket than $26,000. And there are plenty of them there for $28,000. Blue shirt, Buddha!
Mark. Gentlemen.
Hi, Blue shirt.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Can you believe the Toey things, sold in a panic mode at $16K, and right now he should have got an extra $10K for that. Oy. Anyway, happens to the best of us.
What can I watch?
It was a Panda, a Daytona.
Yeah, Rolex. Daytona. Yeah, Rolex.
So we're talking about the one that got away, Blue shirt, the one that you sold that you shouldn't have, the one that you bid on but you didn't get. Right. Jean-Claude Biver. Hello, fellas.
Hey, JCB.
Now, young.
Should we test him with the temperature? Because he might have the Biver fever.
Well, Clyde, please remember, Clyde, you're supposed to lick it before you stick it because you're a gentleman. Actually, Clyde, guys, when Clyde was feeling ill before I called in the life safety squad, to harass him to going to the hospital, I told you to take your temperature, Clyde, but you told me that you didn't know if your thermometer was oral or rectal, and so you were reluctant to use it. You remember that?
Yes.
And do you remember how I told you could tell?
No.
I said, put it under your tongue, and if it tastes like poop, it's definitely rectal.
Yeah.
You didn't listen. I mean, you wound up sick. This is what you get. Well, let's get to the question. Young XLNC says, Mark Goldberg, dog question. I have a 3-year-old Brittany Spaniel. I know it's a Spaniel. Brittany Spaniel. Thinking about getting a second Brittany. Will some of the insane puppy energy be burnt up playing with my 3-year-old dog? Yeah, definitely. But any naughty habits that your 3-year-old dog may have, he's going to teach to the new kid. So, you might just, get him, if you've been deferring maintenance and training, get it done before you get the puppy. But otherwise, I think it's a great idea. And then sometimes just crate the puppy up for a nap, because exhausted puppies get very bitey. That's most people who call me and their puppies are biting the crap out of them. They've just exhausted those puppies way too much. Yeah.
Interesting.
Damashine says, David SW. Clyde.
David SW. David SW. David SW.
Clyde, I believe that you sound like you're you sound like the theme's track to a porno there. The Watch Lounge, the one that got away from him, believe it or not, was the Brightly Super
can
Ocean.
Make it on my own. Yeah, I can make it on my own. Yeah,
Hey, Clyde, why don't you read this one for us?
Believe it or not, I started to worry, wondering if I had enough class.
This is not the Playboy Forum, Clyde. Come on, read the comment.
I'm going to go into a little red word that fine.
Come on,
believe it or not, which is actually a book, and that's like Richmond's or something like that, right? Richley's.
Okay.
Yeah. The Brightly Super Ocean Heritage 2 was the one that got away. Blue Dial saving for another one now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna really upset you here by showing you this one.
It's the rainbow.
Yeah, today I'm wearing the rainbow. This is the black one.
Taste the rainbow.
This is it's the black one.
He's off his.
Whoops! Dude, I hate it when I hit the wrong button. Okay, so the one that the one that the Watch Lounge was referring to is that's the blue dial, blue bezel, one
Correct.
of 1,000, And tell them, Blue Shirt, tell them what I just showed them.
You just show that's a limited edition Breitling, the Super Ocean Rainbow, and that is
100 pieces made.
was it 1,000 pieces made of that? 500?
And
Fine.
we go to
Fine.
Clyde for the Price is Right because you're over. Clyde, how many pieces were made, Clyde?
500.
And that's exactly what Blue Shirt Buddha said and got the buzzer, Clyde.
Oh, well, no, I thought he was saying 1,000.
No.
Was it 200? It was 250 then.
Ding, 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 ding.
There you go.
We have a winner. Yeah, one of 250. The way I got it is I watched.
Is that a Tinkerbell?
I saw some kind of like an advertisement for it, and then I knew it was going to be sold out, boutique only, impossible to get. And it but it was the first day, so I went on the Breitling website to just read about it, and there it was.
And
But
he snatched it.
well, it had a buy it now.
Which is actually kind of ironic in a couple of ways.
It had a buy it now button. It had a buy it now button next to it, which it wasn't supposed to. I think it was an error.
Yep.
And I quick called Mackenzie because I knew he liked it too or was interested in it. And he put it in his basket, but didn't check out. He went to check out the next day
Big
because
mistake.
he did the I want to think about it overnight thing.
Yeah.
You know?
No. You got to act. You got to
Which
stupid chat.
Thank you. I'll have a quick look at that. But I mean, I totally understand the I got to think about it. I mean, Mackenzie's in his 20s and that's $5,000, you know, so it's like
here's the thing though. He shouldn't. No, if I'm not going to wear a watch, I'm not going to buy it under any circumstances.
he would. Well, you don't know that he wasn't going to wear it. Daniel Katz, $2.79. The Zenith Pilot Type 20. Thoughts?
Love it.
What other thoughts do you have about that? Because I don't even know it. I barely know it.
I mean, it's the Zenith version of the Brigade type. It's it's a Type 20 chrono.
And of the Patek Philippe.
Correct.
Now, actually, you know when they started making it? 1917.
Whoa, then it's probably but that was when they had biplanes, Clyde. It was World War II where they were like basically throwing hand grenades out of the airplane.
No, Mother, it was World War One.
Well, that's what I meant. I meant World War One. You know what I meant. Go with what I meant.
Well,
that's when they had the biplanes. Coconuts and Dreams says Archie regrets buying the sub. What do you think, Clyde? I suspect that Archie regrets being born. So.
No, sometimes you could change. Sometimes, like the triplanes, possibly they got a wing shut off, but that doesn't mean that they're transitional. That came much later.
I see.
All right. Okay. So, the machine says, I think your video on why you didn't like your Batman was the first video I ever saw of yours. Yeah, it was a while ago. I think I did a video, 5 things I hate about the Batman, and it got a lot of views.
Earlier, you did a video what you didn't like about your black.
I've done a video about what I hate about every watch I've ever
including your Daytona. And that's where I became a Mark Goldberg fan.
Sorry to disappoint you, Clyde, but like Clyde, you do realize YouTube is all about clickbait and views, right? So, one day you hate it, the next day you love it, and that's how that, that's how that works. So anyway, just finishing up on the Watch Lounge. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do a bunch more of those
finishing up on the Watch Lounge
special editions. I just saw that Watch Lounge. I just saw it on eBay. Someone is selling that one on eBay right now for around $8,000. So I know, because originally it would have gone out at around $5,000, maybe $5,200.
So the Breitling Super Ocean Heritage 2 is shooting up in price?
No, I don't think so. I mean, not the standard ones, but the special editions are going to sell for more than.
Oh yeah, well, because they're special.
Before, yeah, true.
So very special.
As long as they're not special.
Well, go ahead, Blue Shirt. Let's field this one.
Ooh.
I figure if you make a rational decision when you sell, you made the right choice at the time, and I can't ever look back. Watches or anything in life.
I mean, is that realistic?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I only regret one watch.
Was it Stickergate, Clyde?
I'm not going to say what it is. I want someone.
Stickergate. I want someone to super chat $20
before I reveal what that one watch regret was.
That's awful expensive, Clyde. How about taking, like $450? What do you think? $4.
$5.
All
Super
right.
chat Mark $5, and I'll tell you what the one regret was.
Remember, it's for the puppies.
It's
Do
for
it
the
for-
puppies,
Do it for the children.
and you will never see it coming.
Ooh, that's
What's
all right, guys. Close your eyes.
Mark?
Close your eyes right now. All right. Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll find out what Clyde's one is. What about you, Blue Shirt? Do you agree with the statement? Do you never look back? I mean, I definitely have a rear view mirror. How about you?
Oh, I do as well. And
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Can I play Don't Look Back by Boston?
that's an excellent song by one of my favorite bands. But carrying on, the one watch that I regret letting go, and this just I started feeling this way just fairly recently, was my Tudor GMT, the Diet Pepsi.
Really?
I really missed that watch. Yeah.
Door.
See, I feel like that watch is going to be like most Tudors, bought and flipped, and then there'll be a couple guys maybe rebuy it, but Tudor and Omega seem to be like, like in some senses placeholders. And
I got to see one up close again, and Chris watches and giggles. He got one, and I'm seeing them on YouTube again, and I'm like,
oh, that's it,
man. That was such a nice watch.
You
such a
know,
cool watch.
YouTube is a problem. YouTube makes us do things, and YouTube makes us want things that we shouldn't do and that we really wouldn't want. Like every time Tim Masso makes a video, I want, if it's a diver, especially, I want the damn watch. And then I might watch that video. I might watch it more than once. And then I might watch everybody else's video on that watch. And then I come back and I watch Tim all over again. So don't do what we tell you to do. We're just killing time here.
Right.
And,
That machine, he's agreeing. He loves his Tudor GMT,
which is amazing because the machine owns every good Rolex made and in triplicate.
See,
like in triplicate. So that is a testimony to that particular watch. Then,
one of the best watches for the money, in his opinion.
And Jean-Claude Bieber asks, is it regret only because of the value? Don't worry about the value. If it's a piece you loved, then okay, it's okay to miss it. And I think that's what Clyde was driving at earlier.
My only regrets were clicking on, I'm not going to say who it is.
Yes. Go ahead.
But he's on the far left of the panel. Clickbait videos and then taking the advice.
Sorry. I was just trying to get views, Clyde. That's Logan Hall says there's a wild horned creature blubbering about Rolex right now. Well,
YouTube.
That's nice. That's very nice. McLovin says, now you're Rebel streaming. And yes, we are. Yes, we are. We are
Rebel Wilson streaming.
We are Rebel. We intend to drain the brains right out of that channel.
Oh!
You all right, Clyde?
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Now,
that sounded painful.
It did. I got a little extra schadenfreude.
I'm going to mute my microphone. You know why, right?
You're going to cry?
He's going to Clive stream.
Okay. Why are you muting? I feel like if he well, I'm going to try and unmute him. Oh, shoot. I can't unmute him. It says can't unmute your guest because he muted himself. There, I just muted him. Now, but we'll see if he can damn it, how come he can unmute himself, but I can't keep him muted. Why would the owner of a gold Rolex ask for people to pay for his dog food? Because that Rolex stole the entire dog food fund. And now, now I have to beg. And now I have to, Mac Rolex, here I am dedicating my valuable time.
Should we say the true purpose of asking for solicitations and donations?
We're just trying to drain it out of Archie.
We're just
trying to piss him off. That's
every dollar that you send Mark is a dollar that you piss Archie off.
With, exactly. So it's really like getting double whammy for your money. Robert, this has got to be painful. Robert hires turned down a Patek Philippe, a PP Aquanaut on a bracelet from an AD at retail to purchase the 5396G014. Now, guys, help me out here.
Hmm.
I know the Aquanaut, but what's that godforsaken reference?
Oh my goodness! You're really gonna make me look up freaking Patek Philippe references.
Well, Robert, tell us what it is, but apparently it's a dress watch.
5396.
And, and that's my point. It's a dress watch. But I like dress watches better. So that's not really the one that got away.
But it's ironic, Clyde, you have an Aquanaut.
True.
Well, that's because you're a jabroni, Clyde. And speaking of jabronis, a dude apart. What is it?
It's a white dot. It's a white gold annual calendar with a moon phase.
That's still a special watch.
It is. It's a beautiful dress watch.
Yeah.
38.5 mil.
I haven't been there in ice rink in years.
Also, if you are offered these watches from a Patek Philippe authorized dealer, Robert, I assume you've got history with them. Because correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Walking into Patek Philippe AD is a little worse, a little snootier than walking into a Rolex, even. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It depends. It depends if it's a multi-brand dealer that has Patek. They're a little less snooty than if you go into just a Patek boutique.
I see. I understand. Makes sense. Right. A dude apart, I heard about some jabroni who sold a Milgauss. Oh, I wonder who this is. A Milgauss, a Polar, and a two-tone Daytona in order to pick up some ladies' dress watches. Last I heard, he was begging some punter to buy him a sub-date. Well, apparently it happened.
Yep.
So, hey, listen, we're all, at the end of the day, we're all jabronis, aren't we? And someday we're going to look back on this and not even remember what the feud was about. But we're not there.
Also, we're not. Never mind. Forget it.
Exactly. Let's do that. Der allerechte King. I recently bought a very nice Keinzel watch and regret not buying a beautiful Vostok Komandansky on eBay. Russian watch. Very hard to get. Really? The Vostoks are hard? Well, I mean, maybe the Komandansky. I don't know. I've never been impressed. I've only handled a couple of Vostoks, and I found them wobbly crowns and crappy tolerances. And
my OCD would not tolerate a wobbly crown. Yeah, so
they were just kind of like junky stuff. The Romy 360. Oh, by the way, guys, we are talking about the watch that got away. The one that you sold and you regret, or the one that you bid on and you didn't get. Just the one that got away. Throw a like on this video, if you will, please, because when we hang up here, people will come around and hate on it. all the horned devil fans will come around and hate on this video. So do me a favor and throw a like on it while you're in here. Appreciate it. Romy 360, a pre-owned Rolex Explorer for $2,700 for you. That was my offer, and I was in a dead zone for cell coverage. 2 hours later, it was gone to somebody else. Well,
was that a 36 mil?
No, I bet he was talking about the 40, the Polar.
Really?
I'm guessing
4 years ago. Okay, Romy. Here's the thing, though.
They were cheaper then.
They were cheaper then, but that's like 2016.
They weren't that cheap.
No. Romy, that's on you.
That was a low ball.
That is completely 100% on you.
Yeah, if you're talking about the like the Polar Explorer, that in that era that was a little more.
Well, I think he's talking about the Explorer, not the Explorer 2, just the Explorer.
It's irrelevant. Yeah.
Because if you guys remember that the 36 mil 14270 was the surprise fuck off watch of 2018.
Has Rolex lost a whole generation of watch enthusiasts? Blue shirt. What do you think?
They haven't lost me.
Me either. But we're older
and grizzled veterans. Yeah.
Exactly. What about like the millennials?
I think they're digging on the new OPs because they're
the
41s can't be had. The hot colors in the 36s can't be had. Then you got to go down to a 34.
But is it going to lose them to want that watch and be unable to get it because that OP41 is impossible?
Rolex, if they want to, they can actually get off their asses and design something.
Yeah, when they want to.
Yeah.
Well, they do, but they really don't want to make any. So, or not.
Well, I mean, they are building a new factory, so I mean, they want to build some of them, maybe just not as much as we want them to.
I don't think they're ever going to want to build as much as we want them to.
Oh.
I don't think so. Mike wishes he had bought that Submariner back in 1979 for $900, and I feel you on that, Mike, because in 1987. I bought a 34 millimeter date for like, I don't know, $2,400, something like that, maybe, which was like crazy money to me at that time. And the Submariner was about half that money, but I wanted that little dress watch.
Now is it because I would have had all that time to love and appreciate and cherish the Submariner? It'd be a classic watch. It'd be, hell, I'm trying to definitely be 4-digit. Or is it because it's like, if I would have bought it back in 1979 for $900, I could have sold it now for like $25,000.
You see, it's the opposite of that, Clyde, because what I did was I bought what I thought I should want, which was the dress watch, but I discovered my genre later in life really truly was the dive watch. And so even though I have a little bit of a collection, I still only have one dress watch, and it's that one, because it was the first one. So I'm never going to really sell it. I'll give it to one of the kids, right? But almost everything else is that I own as a diver, even the Breitling Chronomat that I own has a dive bezel, right? So that's why I missed the boat on that one.
One thing I disagree with.
I'm sorry, is your name Mike McCombs?
Yes.
Okay.
With JT here, he says 5 years from now, guys will be like, in 2020, I could have got that Cellini for $4,000. Listen, you walk into any Rolex dealer, you're going to see any number of Cellinis just sitting there.
And they're expensive.
Not being sold. And they're mighty expensive.
And nobody wants to take it up the butt on a used price. So they're not even really easily available used at a cheap price.
Correct.
The Prince is a cool looking one.
Yes, it is. The Cellini Prince is a cool looking watch.
I like it, but it's stupidly expensive, even on the used market. Right? Just a little upsetting. They have not lost anything. That's Rolex. They buy Breitling, and they will regret it 2 weeks later that they didn't get a Rolex. I absolutely agree with that one. What else?
Overgeneralize much?
Yes.
Okay.
The Marv 2020th regrets the 2015 Hulk, almost new, only 2 weeks old, for $7,500. I mean, it's like 10,000 more than that.
Because here's why. It's just like, you don't have a Rolex, it's probably your fault.
Well, Clyde, you make out like it's bad if the reasoning is money, but like if you are transporting, cash from, your store or your practice to the bank, you had the window open and $10,000 blows out the window, you have a legitimate cause to feel bad about it, don't you?
Mm-hmm. There's an AD near me, and there's a Hulk. I'm not sure what year it is.
Well, I tell you what, Mark. Then let's go ahead and show. We'll show your Rolexes right now to the punters, and you can see if they want to buy it.
I don't care about selling them that much. I mean, I do have some things I want to get rid of, but like this isn't a sales stream.
Well, and the reason why, Marvin, you're trying to be a cheap net. Yeah. You're trying to be a nasty vinyl punter. So that's why.
Well, the thing is that it was at that time, it might have been a little hard to know whether you were going to lose money on it or not. No, people didn't want to lose money. It was very unloved. So I get it.
Okay.
People are afraid with large sums of money. I mean, Clyde, $7,500 is a lot of money. And the only reason that it seems paltry right now is because it's double that, more than double that. But we don't know what we don't know. I mean, listen, all these people looking at these OPs on the secondary market, what do they sell for, Clyde and Blue Shirt?
Okay, Mark, you are so full of shit, you might as well stand in a field and fertilize it.
I didn't even finish my thought, so don't accuse me of fertilization. Let me finish the thought. Blue Shirt, what does an OP cost gray market now?
Gray market, you're talking anywhere between 11 and 12 for OP41,
which seems absolutely outrageous
for a $5,900 watch.
Yeah, which seems completely outrageous, and I don't think this is going to happen. But what if you turn around this time next year,
Mhm.
and they like have increased steadily to 15, and they never go down from that, like then wouldn't that 10, 11, wouldn't that be like, wouldn't that have been an okay purchase price?
If you really have to have it, I guess. But I can't pay over retail for something. I just can't. Can't
All right.
do it.
All right, Clyde, back to why I'm full of shit. Go ahead.
Well, he walked away because he literally wanted like the cheapest price in North America. And
Who we talking about, Marvin here?
yes, the person that sent the question in.
Oh, that's, yeah. Well, he didn't get his 200. Look, okay, Clyde.
Yeah.
Marvin snatched his $7,300 and stomped out of the store because he didn't get the $200 discount he wanted. But that reminds me very much of a man who snatched.
Why does that story sound vaguely familiar?
No, because there's plenty of.
You mean I can't peel the stickers off? How dare you?
Stickergate.
Like, and, yeah, is there a reason why? Yeah, don't have
And your name, Clyde.
don't have the rocks you want. It's probably your fault.
Blue shirt.
And Mark,
His name.
I would eat more rocks. You're not going to talk over me, goddammit.
All right, go ahead. I'll make fun of you when you're finished. Go ahead.
Yeah, because and again, my thing is, you don't have the rocks you want. It's probably your fault.
Well, that's
Again,
listen.
that was probably my fault.
I can agree with that one. I can agree with that. But blue shirt, the card had his name on it.
I know.
Yeah.
But sorry.
On the other hand,
I love that story.
Getting the 1630 and the 1530 for the same money, I will make that any fucking day, Mark. Because guess what? Check out the 1530 and the 1630 as opposed to the Batman, and see which ones have gone up.
You know what a good question is, guys?
I have two words to say about that.
Yeah.
What?
Rare birds.
Thank you.
Well, so that's the saving grace there, isn't it? Clyde got to keep his rare birds. But you know what? Think about it. This is like a Sex in the City question. Is Rolex retail pricing really relevant anymore?
It is if you can get the watch at it. But
who can? Who can?
I did.
That's why I asked the question.
You can.
Well, there are a few of us, but it seems like the average person can't. So I wonder if it's really even a relevant thing anymore. The watch lounge, I think the one I want or had is around 2,900 used, around 3,300 new with discount. I think he's talking about that Explorer.
No. Are you
the Super Ocean Heritage.
Where are you from, man?
I got confused, Clyde. I've been running a show here.
Super Ocean. No, you had. Okay, sure. Anyway, talking about the Super Ocean Heritage is what he's talking about.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, well, then you should. Oh, then that was just price related, because if it wasn't a special edition, you can easily get one of those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The machine, Rolex's dirty little secret on that watch is that it has a 72-hour power reserve, but they can't advertise it as such because it would best its big brother. Are they? What's he talking about, guys?
I think he's talking about the
Tudor. The what?
No.
The what?
Or yes.
Thank you.
Tudor GMT. Okay, yeah, that's what he's talking about.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Coolio.
Did
I can feel the pain of the Tudor GMT. Tudor is such an easy commodity to buy and trade. So when you get rid of one of those, you think to yourself, well, I could always get it back if I need it.
It's a bus stop, yeah. It's a bus stop watch. And the
but I miss it. I really do.
Yeah.
I didn't think I did, but I really do.
That I can believe. I boomeranged with I did a rebuy on the Black Bay Burgundy, the ETA version with the smiley face and the Tudor rose. I think I sold mine for $2,600, and then I missed it. 2 years later, I rebought. I managed to get a full set for $2,500, and then that was 2 years ago. I got it on eBay, and those things have popped up all of a sudden, maybe about another $1,000 on the bracelet. So I would probably have a really hard time doing that rebuy now, which makes me think about it in a different light. In other words, I am a lot less likely to flick it because I think it would be really hard to get it back.
Right.
I don't know why those boogers have popped up just a little bit.
Well, I think that's happening with a lot of watches. I think their streams are Rolex refugees. Can we play Tom Petty on this live stream?
No,
It's a little like a refugee.
no, you can't because you get a copyright issue. EP Life says, "Why do all the YouTube gurus say Rolex is unobtainable? All you have to do is go to any decent gray market site, pay a couple grand more, and boom, it's yours." Well,
true.
the problem is it's not on the good stuff. It's not just a couple of grand. Like Blue Shirt, tell us retail and gray market now.
Okay, guys, we were just Appeal Life. We were literally talking about the OP41. Okay, $6,000 watch.
Double.
It's not, double. Well, really, it's up to double now.
Yeah, 11 to 12.
Motherfuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's painful. So it's like if you wanted to buy a $10,000 Submariner, and you wanted a new one and a 41, and you went on there and paid 12. Well, that's not that painful, but I think those are more because it's new. But I do think actually you can get the old one, the 40 millimeter version for like probably 12, easy enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
So he does have a point. There are some decent Rolexes that are not like double their MSRP.
Or like the $43. Okay, fair enough.
But some of them have gone
very. But I don't agree with your statement.
Some of them are okay, guys. How long do we think Archie will keep his Rolex? I don't think he'll keep it very, very long, and the reason is I feel like an unhappy little man is never happy with his watches. So eventually it'll just go.
No, they won't. He's probably already getting. He's probably already having regret. Seller's remorse.
Or maybe he has to return it to the person who lent it to him. It's probably not even really his. Let's start a rumor. It's fake, and it's not even really his.
Well, the thing is, though, it may not be his, and he's probably got it because they're expecting to lift travel restrictions. The trouble is, Rolex on the bracelet, I think that's really going to aggravate his IBS.
Irritable bovine syndrome.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you. I miss those days, Clyde.
Yes. And the lady boy,
yeah.
And of course he hasn't traveled so long. The lady boy will probably need quite a bit of finagling to stick it back.
Finagling is a great word. Ocean Blue says, "I wish I purchased the Hulk at my AD for retail back in January 2017. I got the 1104060. Well, I'm the Lord of the Idiot.
No. Did you? Okay.
Get him, Clyde. Get him. Clyde's going to yell at you.
Okay. Did you get the watch you wanted?
Right. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Okay. So regrets. Why did you? Yeah. Are you so out of touch with what you want? Do you not have any idea what the rest of the catalog is?
But Clyde, he was driving down the road and $10,000 blew out his window. Doesn't he have a right to feel bad?
Not if a Rolex sub no date at the same time blew in from the other direction and hit him on the forehead and landed on the seat beside him.
Now, were we saying we could get a Cellini? Can we get a Cellini for $4,000 now? Who said that?
No, you didn't say. No one said that.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, no, you couldn't. And if you could, if I could get a Prince for $4,000, I would do it in a heartbeat. I would love to, but no.
You and Bill Sanders could be watch buddies.
They are not available in that price range.
Yes.
Oh, poor Bill. He must have been a smart man at one time. He has a PhD.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And he is a Vacheron Constantin American 1921.
Oh dear. Logan had the opportunity to buy a 14060 for $4,500 about 3 years ago. No box, no papers. Well, those are still not insane, but it's probably not quite double.
Insane in the brain.
Well, now that probably is about $8,000 now, right?
Yep.
But again, we're all in this hobby for different reasons, but we're not in here to. Yes, is it awesome if you buy a watch and it appreciates in value? Of course, but that's just the icing on the cake.
Or
you gotta buy it.
Or you also had the opportunity to buy the Rolex 1630 for about $3,500 or $3,600 3 years ago or less, and now they're starting, and I mean starting at 85. No, that's not the entire range, which is all four of them in North America. So yeah.
Guys, real quick, let me remind you, we're talking about the watch that got away. We will be wrapping this up in about 5 minutes. So before we do that, please throw a like on this video. And I'd like to thank the rancher in blue shirt for joining me, but we're gonna forge ahead a little longer.
I will list the one that
that got away.
Yeah, that got away. But I do want to super chat to Mark. I also
go ahead.
The amount is irrelevant. I just want you to put something derogatory about another watch channel.
Okay.
I'm not going to say which one it is, but you guys are smart enough to figure it out.
We only have a couple minutes. JT says my local AD has that GMT Tudor in the case. You can buy it any time. And the machine was saying a friend of his walked in and just bought one the other day. But see, okay, guys, here's what Rolex does. Rolex comes out with a new model, and then they seed the ADs with a few of them so that people can go in there and get them, and then they clamp down on them, and after that, they're never to be seen again except for in the gray market. Tudor does it the other way around. Tudor starts out by creating demand by making advertisements for these things. They introduce these things. They put one or two in the dealer. They make you wait 6 months to get it, and then right after you get yours, they deliver like 50 of them to every dealer on the block.
Yep.
So Tudor will always start out very slow, and then they will flood the market.
Mm-hmm.
It's their trick. So don't be fooled by exclusivity on Tudor. It's manipulated in an opposite sort of way as what Rolex does. What can you do?
Okay.
Why did we break it off with the pontiff? He quit paying us. That was the check bounce. That's what happened there.
Mm-hmm.
Vladimir says he found all the fun people that left the Plutard Luxury channel, and here we are. Well, it seems like a pretty logical place to break it off, guys. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Should we wrap it up here?
Are we talking on a time? I know a better location for you to break it off.
You're not talking about that Long John again, are you?
Long. Yes. Look.
Okay, well, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for having joined us. Please subscribe to my channel. And the Rancher's got a channel called the Clive Watch Wrangler channel. And Blue Shirt participates in a triumvirate along with Blue Shirt. How do they find you?
We are Watch Talk with the Punters, Sunday afternoons at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Support the Rancher. Support the Blue Shirt. And thank you for having joined me. Throw a like on this video. I implore you. Oh, dear God. Thanks for having spent
You guys will never know what that Rolex is. So, never. Ha, ha, ha.
We've been together 52 minutes. Well, no, we'll figure it out next time. What is the one that got away from me? I never revealed this. I don't know.
Not at the end. Not for free.
I don't really, right now, I'm not missing anything. I did sell a Daytona too cheap. But other than that, that was just letting money blow out the window. But I didn't really like it. It's true, Clyde. I didn't. Okay. All right, guys, we're out of here.
Later, fellas.
That's why I loved you.